Alright, it is that July state of my galaxy. So, let's start off with a few things that have happened in the game itself recently. One is something kind of annoying. It's this nonsense. The weird delay when you buy stuff. Oh, it's just so annoying, and it's been getting worse, too. When this first started happening, it was like a split-second delay. It was just enough that you could just barely notice it. Now it, like, lingers. Oh, it's ridiculously annoying. They need to come up with a dumb update that gets rid of that. A patch, whatever. It's a stupid little bug. And I'm not the only one complaining about it. Last I knew in my comments, dang it went away. But there was a lot of people in my guild complaining as well. So anyways, second thing is we did have a big overhaul to the game. Let me just go backwards so we can showcase that. They have it now so that you can basically get your characters pretty beefed up without even doing anything to them. As you can see, the moves over here are all maxed out except for this. It's probably a Zeta. So you can't do the Zeta until level 82, and Omicrons you can't do. But otherwise, you can beef their movesets right up, and you can upgrade them pretty far along. I mean, I think you can get up to like gear 12 or something while still being level 1. I don't know, it goes to something kind of crazy nowadays. I'm trying to see like what my most advanced one is, at least at level 1. What's he, gear 10? Oh, he's gear 9. But still, he's only level 1, so that's something new and cool. It's very long overdue. I think they went a little extreme on that, because personally, I don't like gearing up all my characters like this. Like, I feel like I'm not working on these guys yet. Their move sets are all maxed out. You know, I got all these characters at gear 9, 8, whatever nonsense. I don't like that. I don't even like these gear 12s. I've been trying to work on my gear 12s to get them all the relic status. Now they offer this. And, like, I don't want to work on them, but at the same time, I don't want to see this stupid 3+ over here either. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword of annoyance. However, one positive thing that's happened is, because of this, I've been able to crush 11 million GP. I mean, I've been getting close, and now I'm finally, 11 3/8 just about million GP. And that's all because of working on stupid stuff like this. So, that was cool, I guess. They've also added like light speed tokens. I don't exactly know what these are and how they work, because apparently I don't have any. I don't know. They're a way to like beef up a character pretty quickly by just like applying one of these tokens to them, but I don't understand. I don't know if I have any. I don't know how to use them, if I do or what. But yeah, it's something that I kind of saw just today, actually. I accidentally hit it and I was like, what the heck is this? And then the game's giving me like that little pop-up thing that it does where it tells you about whatever it is that you clicked on. And I'm like, alright, cool, I guess. Anyhow, I think that's it for the back-end stuff. So now on to what I've actually been up to. So, got a few things going on, as I've said before. Let me back out of this. Actually, I should go to this menu. I'm working on 3 characters at the same time. One is... where the heck is she? Afra. Not Afra. What am I talking about? It's not Afra. It is, is she down here? This one, Bo-Katan. There we go. Personally, I do not care about Bo-Katan at all. However, the dang guild wants us to have Bo-Katans for the purpose of territory battles. I guess there's a node in the Rise of the Empire territory battle that you need to have Afra. So they've been trying to... I mean, why do I keep saying Afra? Maybe it is Afra. Maybe I'm an idiot. I've been working on the wrong character all along. Pretty sure it's Bo-Katan. So anyways, you need to have Bo-Katan. So that's what they've been trying to push for. Personally, I don't care about her. I mean, the 2 requirements that I do have met, those are met just by default. Best armor Mandalorian is just because of the Razor Crest, which the Razor Crest is a bounty hunter ship, which is good with the Executor. So that's why I worked on him, so then I could have a strong enough ship. And then as far as Kelleran Beck, he's just cool. He's a Galactic Republic. He's a decent leader. He has decent... I think he has a decent Omicron. I don't think I've given it to him yet, but I'm pretty sure it's halfway decent. He just seems like a cool character. I've been wanting to work on him since he was released. He's one of the few marquee characters that I was actually excited about. So, but these other 2, don't really care about them. However, because I'm trying to do this, I have been making some progress on them. They ain't too far along at all. They're right here. Paz Vizsla's sitting at gear 9. Nothing special at all. And IG-12... and Grogu is also gear 9. I didn't realize they were the same gear level, but still. So I'm working on it. I'm trying to get them there. Now another one I'm working on is... Oh yeah, as I've said before, the Leviathan. This is going to take a little bit. I mean, as you can see, I'm only halfway done the requirements. Majority of the requirements aren't too bad, but, you know, I need to do a Relic 9 Revan. I got to work on Sith Empire Trooper, which I don't even think I've worked on at all. Yeah, he's still just level 1 and all that, so... Sith Trooper, Darth Maul, HK. Those ones I have worked on at least, so I just need to get their relic levels enhanced. And then there's Sortie, who I haven't worked on either. I think is 7-star. Yeah, so I got 2 that I haven't even worked on at all. So, you know, but I'm going at it. Malik, I got to Relic 9 this month. So I got that requirement met. And then I am working on a GL, as I've said in the past. Lord Vader, which... ironically, I don't think he's coming along as well as Ahsoka. I'm not even working on her, and I have 10 out of her 17 requirements met, where him, I have 10 out of 16. So, technically, if you do it by percentage, I have more completed for him, but, like, geez, they're both on the same par with one another, and I'm not even trying to focus on Ahsoka. I'm trying to focus on him. It's kind of ironic. But anyhow... I have made some progress. I mean, I got Wrecker up and all of them where they need to be. I'm trying to work on Echo. I think it's 501st. He's sitting up there currently. Yeah, he's gear 8. So oh wait, no, I haven't even started working on him yet. Jeez, I didn't realize. So it must be the other one. I'm working on Echo Bad Batch. Yeah, he's gear 12. So I'm working on getting him to relic status. So. And then, let's see, Zam and Count Dooku, they're just a matter of increasing rebels. And then Arc Trooper, I think, is he even 7-star? Yeah, he's not even 7-star, so that's a lot of work there I gotta go through. Ugh. But, you know, again, trying to make some progress. I think as far as actual progress has been, I think this month I unlocked Starkiller. So I did do something at least. Where the heck is he? Here he is. I unlocked Starkiller, and he's, just by default, because of this new update, he's gear 8, with his moves beefed up other than his, Omicrons and or Zetas. Those are Omicron. This is probably a Zeta. Oh, this might be a Zeta, too. Oh, no, this is an Omicron. Maybe this is a Zeta? Oh, so, yeah. I wasn't going to work on him because I'm working on so many other things, but then they had this update, and so I'm like, whatever, I guess I'm getting him up to gear 8 for no reason. I think also, for Conquest, I'm getting pretty close to unlocking another Conquest character. I think. Yeah, Darth Bane. I have 310 out of 330, so that means the next Conquest we have, I'll be able to unlock Bane, which will be pretty cool, because Bane is pretty awesome. And I feel like he will be a massive lifter for C. C kind of sucks. Although I have noticed with my Relic 9 characters, my Sith Empire characters, Malgus and Malik, he's actually pretty solid. I guess you just need to build a real powerful team around him, and then he's good. But it can't hurt to throw Bane with him either. That probably will be, like, the best option. So, I'm looking forward to that. Anyways, back to the normal way of how I do these things. So, as you saw, or as I already mentioned, I did get Malik up to Relic 9. He's hanging out right here. Nice Relic 9. I also got some of these Bad Batch characters beefed up as well. I don't remember who. I'm pretty sure Wrecker was just the other day. Actually, I still am working on Wrecker. What am I talking about the other day? He just reached Relic 5, though, which is the requirement for Lord Vader, but I'm going to take him to 7. So he's there, and then you got Hunter, and did I do one other one? Because what I started with on these Bad Batch characters was just the ones for the Marauder. I figured get them beefy, that way then the ship can be as best as possible, and then I'd work on, you know, Echo and whoever else I need to for Lord Vader. So Hunter might have been this month. I feel like Hunter's been Relic 7, but possibly Tech made it earlier this month as well. And then speaking of their ship, this is how it's looking. A solid 85,000. Just needs Wrecker to get 2 more relics, and then I'll call it a day. What else? Come on. Ooh, get back to normal. Yeah, so I think I also got somebody else up 1 relic. Oh yeah, I think I did Stormtrooper. I just had a ton of those basic, whatever these things are called right here, the fragmented signal datas. So I was like, I might as well put one of these Relic 1s to Relic 2. So I chose Stormtrooper just because Stormtrooper is used with a Moff Gideon team. And I was like, well, having Stormtrooper a little beefier is not going to hurt, obviously. So as far as everyone else, I think they're all basically the same status here. Yeah, unfortunately, Magma Trooper's been there forever. I want to work on Magma Trooper. Poor Magma Trooper. Poor Lobot. Lobot's useless. He was just worked on for the purposes of, I think it's GL Leia. But, like, I don't care about Lobot enough to do any more work. So he's just been hanging out at Relic 3 for no reason. Let's see. What else have I done? Armor, I really would like to get stronger. It's good for Mandalorian, and it can also work pretty solid under a C team. Kind of like how you'd use Wat Tambor under C. There's been C teams where there's an armorer, and Wat Tambor, and it's just, those ones are killer teams. But, again, I haven't really had time to, and I'm working on, like, requirements for other things. Anyhow, yeah, I think everyone else is about the same. Jar Jar, as I've always said, he's a cool character in the world of Star Wars. I know a lot of people hate him. I always liked him, even as a kid. But I just think he sucks in this game. His event sucked. He's not that juicy. The Gungans do just fine with the 4 of them at Relic 7, and him Relic 2 just tagging along. Like, he doesn't really bring anything to the team. I mean, maybe his Omicrons help the team, but otherwise, in normal situations where the Omicrons don't apply, I don't really care. Jar Jar's a kind of useless legendary. So, you know, I haven't even given him his other Omicron because I don't care enough. I'm like, yeah, whatever. Screw you, Jar Jar. Anyway, up here I've actually added a character. I added Imperial Probe Droid. I know, it's a very random choice, but it's because I gave him his Omicron, and the reason I gave him the Omicron is because, I mean, when you read through it, it says, while in territory battles, at the start of battle, Imperial Probe Droid loses all protection and gains that much max health. Then it can be revived after it uses self-destruct, and it ignores taunt effects. Which, I would assume so. When you're self-destructing, you're just hitting everything. You're not hitting one character. Or at least in real life. At the start of each encounter, Imperial Probe Droid is revived with 100% health. Whenever Imperial Probe Droid uses self-destruct, the target enemy takes additional damage equal to 100% of his max health, which obviously this helps because his protection is lost and it's going towards health. So now he has a lot more health, so this 200% is going to be big. And other Empire allies gain offense equal to 300% of his offense, which is pretty killer as well. So I figured it was actually pretty decent, and this is territory battles, and when it says during each encounter, Imperial Probe Droid is revived, the way that sounded to me was each wave. So you know how there's like 4 waves or whatever? I feel like each wave you could do self-destruct, and then the next wave Imperial Probe Droid is back to do self-destruct. So you can just kind of go on like a self-destruct rampage and do a ton of damage and just kind of fly through the thing. The other thing is it says it can be revived. So I don't know if that just means like per the waves, like the game will revive Imperial Probe Droid, or if that straight up means it can be revived. Because if it can, that can be kind of deadly. You could have somebody like Ewok Elder, or who else does revives? I don't know, but somebody. And get him back, and then have him self-destruct again, and just, that's probably a lot of massive damage. I always think of him self-destruct as massive damage. I mean, it typically is. In Pokemon it is. I feel like in this it would be. So I was like, this actually seems like a kind of useful Omicron. I don't use Imperial Probe Droid ever because, I don't know, he just doesn't seem too worth it. But in territory battles with an Empire team, maybe he is worth it. So I favorited him to start working on getting him to relic status, because obviously the beefier he is, the more health and protection he'll have, the more offense he'll have, and it's just going to better everything. His explosion, his self-destruct will matter more. His health will be that much higher for the self-destruct to be better. His offense will be higher to give Empire allies that much more offense, and so on. So that's kind of a 2-for-1 there. A character that I've added to the favorite list, plus the Omicron that I laid down this month. Alright, now what else have we done? Let me just scroll through. Ooh, another thing I've discovered. I just thought of this because of Kanan. And Kanan kind of reminds me of him, but it's, what's his name? The milk guy is in his kit. Jeez, what is his name? If I could just find him, this would help. Ooh, there he is, Kyle Katarn. Jeez. Anyways, one thing I've noticed, he's actually a pretty solid guy. First off, I've never played any of the games back in the day that he was in. What are they, Jedi Outcast and stuff? Never played those games, so I don't really know anything about Kyle. And for the longest time, I didn't even work on Kyle, because I just didn't really care enough. I was like, man, whatever, he seems cool, but meh, I got other stuff to work on. But now that he's worked on, I use him in some Jedi squads, usually under like a GL Luke team. But Kyle Katarn's actually way more of a solid character than I originally thought. I mean, I put him in that team, and he's puts in decent work. He's kind of slightly impressive. So, yeah, it's cool to discover. I know he is kind of a pain in the cock under a Mon Mothma lead as well. So there's that, and that's what I always see him with, is Mon Mothma. I don't really see him with Jedi, so when I put him with Jedi just to fool around, it was like, oh, this is actually a good fit. Why does no one else do this? That's just a random thing. I don't even think I discovered that this month. It's just something I thought of while I'm talking to you. Anyhow. Oh, that reminds me too, another thing. I have a few datacrons now. Unfortunately, I would like to work on this one more, or I have been wanting to, because I thought it could be cool to really beef it up for the the Phoenixes. But it expires pretty soon. As you see, it's 8/6. Today's 8/3. Actually, it's after midnight, so now it's 8/4. So in 2 days, this thing's getting deactivated. So there's no point in putting the effort in. Same as this one, which I think is my current... Yeah, this is my current one I'm using with GL Leia in Squad Arena. So that kind of sucks. I'm going to have to, I don't know, build a new one or use one of these two. But I got a couple things going on here. One, I have this fully maxed out datacron, which is kind of cool. And something else that I forgot to mention is because of this datacron, I worked on Barriss. I mean, my Barriss was at Gear 12, and then I got this datacron, and I was like, man, I gotta work on her. And I think I got her to Relic 7. I totally forgot about that. Where is she? She should be hanging out somewhere around here. Where are you, Barriss? Are you really this low? Does she even have a Zeta? Yeah, she has one. So yeah, I got her up to Gear 12 this month. I forgot all about that. She's just one of those random characters I never really cared enough about. You know, she was good about 8 years ago in the game, but now she's like ridiculously mid. Actually, she's kind of revived a little if you use her under, well, not under, but with that whole ragtag team in Grand Arena that utilizes Starkiller. But otherwise, you know, she's just a random character. But, yeah, because of that datacron, I had to beef her up to, what, at least Relic 3 or something for it to even work, Relic 5, so I got this going, just so I could use a datacron. It's kind of funny, but, I mean, overall, she still sucks, which is frustrating. I mean, her health's not that great, her protection's even worse. Obviously, her damage is pretty low. She hits like a soaking wet noodle. But, yeah. Oh, another thing, too, I want to say. While she was up, she got reworked. Clearly, she looks a little bit different, but the way she looks is weird. She's like, she almost looks fat like this, but then you go sideways and it's like, nah, she's really not that fat. Her arms are pretty thin, her waist ain't that big. Like, her model is confusing. She's like bulky but not, and it's like she's got eye tattoos that just look like glasses, which are also kind of weird. But if you look at the thumbnail, that's like her normal size that she used to be. I don't know. Anyways, though, back to datacron. So I'm also working on this one. This is one of those bigger ones that go up to like stage 15 or whatever, but like you know exactly what you're getting. It's not a mystery like normal datacrons. But this has been a lot of work, a lot of grinding. This is ridiculous. Like, I don't think I'm ever going to work on one of these ever again. I mean, this thing does expire in October 1st it expires, but I'm like, geez, by the time I unlock stage 15, it will be October 1st. We'll finally get there. I'll finally be able to test this thing out, and then, oh, man, it's September 30th. Dang it. It's just been taking so long. I mean, let's see if I can even buy any of this crap. Nope, I don't have enough blue, whatever the heck this is called, shard shop currency, and I don't have enough crystals. So, yep, gonna take longer for that. Well, anyways, though, yeah, this is what I've been kind of trying to work on, too. But yeah, this datacron has sucked. Anyways, as far as characters, I mean, obviously there's also the usual. I've been working on mods. Mods I don't feel like are too special. I just lay stuff down when and where I can. Hey, did I have Darth Talon at Relic 7? I might have gotten her to Relic 7 this month as well. Yeah, Darth Talon, she was a requirement for Starkiller at Relic 5. Yeah, so I had to have gotten her done maybe this month, yeah, because I got Starkiller this month. But, yeah, she was one that I was kind of excited to work on too, because I feel like she's good with Sith. Like her, it's one of these two, maybe Proven Loyalty. Yeah, if all allies are Sith at the start of battle, whenever the leader is damaged, all allies gain this, blah, 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 blah. It just sounded like it would be good with Sith synergy. And then I think it was this one with the, Omicron. It just seemed like it was better too. If target enemy is inflicted with isolated pain, Darth Talon's attacks have additional effects. I don't know, seemed like it could be kind of cool. I haven't really felt like she's as good as I thought she was on paper. It's not seeming to do much with Sith teams when I put her in there. And she also doesn't seem to be doing too much herself either, but I still tried. Still sounded like it was promising, even though it's not. Anyhow, what else we got going on? That might be about all. Yeah, I mean, down here, there's not going to be anything too special. So that might be about all. The only other thing is, obviously, the addition of these new stupid pirate characters that we've had this month. Captain Athano, CX2, and Kick. CX2 is the pirate, right? No, he's not. I'm an idiot. Not CX2. It's, Quiggled. Duh, Quiggled. Which Quiggled was actually our 300th character. Like, what kind of a disappointment is this? 300th character released in the game, and they give you some stupid, fake pirate? Like, come on. You couldn't have given us something way cooler? The only pirate that I kind of like so far is Kix. And it's because he's a clone. He's not even really a pirate. He's a clone that was frozen, and then Athano came along and discovered him and unfroze him, and then he was like, well, I guess I'll hang out with you now. But he's the only one that seems kind of cool. It's unfortunate, though, because even though he's a clone trooper, he's got, like, no synergy with clones in his kit at all. It's all just for pirates. So it's like, well, that's kind of dumb, but alright. Cool, I guess. Anyway, so I think that's about it now with characters. And then there's just ships. Ships, I think, is nothing other than, like I said, the Marauder. The Marauder, where is Marauder? Oh, here it is, way up here. Cool, row 2, not bad. So there's the Marauder, that's gotten a little beefier. And, yeah, then just whatever progress that I've made on trying to farm the requirements for Leviathan. And other than that, I mean, I guess maybe there's a little bit of an upgrade to this ship as well, just because of this game update. I had put on some gear for this ship's two pilots, but, you know, nothing special. It's just the gear. And I guess their moves upgraded. And then, yeah, just got these two capital ships to try to work on, which Profundity I'm actually probably pretty close on. Will it take me to the guide? Yeah, good. So we can see, yeah, 10 out of 14. I mean, technically, I just need 4 things and I can start working on this. But I just don't really care about Profundity because I feel like Profundity is the 3rd best ship in the game. First is obviously Leviathan, second is Executor, and then it's Profundity in 3rd. So I'm like, well, I have the Executor. Why would I want to get the 3rd best ship when I already have the 2nd best? Like, that just doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? That would be like an Olympian who's come in who has come in first before, and then this last race they came in second, and they're like, oh man, dang it, so close. But then they're like, well, maybe the next time I'll try to come in 3rd, just so then I can get one of each medal. Like, that don't make any sense. You want to at least come in 2nd again, if not 1st, not 3rd. So, you know, I don't know. I guess for the purpose of collection in the game, and, you know, maybe artificially inflating my GP, it's not bad to get this ship, but I don't know, kind of doesn't make sense either. Plus, when I unlock this ship, I guess the Leviathan would be the same way, but when you unlock the Profundity, it's only 4-star, and then it's that super long grind to get it to 7-star, like it was with Executor. It just sucks. It takes years to get the remaining shards to go from 4 to 7 star, and ugh, I don't feel like dealing with that, especially with 2 ships. I'm gonna be doing it with Leviathan hopefully soon enough. Never mind the Profundity 2 for a third place ship. So anyways, I think that is it in my main game. I do want to show one quick thing in the second game, so let me just take you over there. So in the second account, if you may recall, I've been trying to work towards getting my first GL, which would be SLKR, and I'm actually wicked close. All I need is Special Forces TIE Pilot to be Relic 3, and then I need the Finalizer. So the status on that is Special Forces TIE Pilot. I mean, right here, I only need one more piece, and then he's hitting Relic status, which, I mean, this is going to take a while because I gotta, you know, it's going to take forever to grind this. My second account, I don't really have all the bells and whistles of currency, if you will. So, you know, it's going to take a long time. But still, I mean, all I need is this one piece. I have everything else already ready to go, so that's good. Actually, today I just laid down this too because I was farming for this. I got the 50, and then I noticed this was also saying plus, like ready to slap down, and I was like, ooh, that one's way more of a pain in the cock. Let me do that one instead, lock that down. So, I'm wicked close on that. And then all that leaves is the ship. Now, the ship, that's slightly a problem, only because, where the heck is this? That's a problem because everything needs to be relic, 4-star to start, which is fine. As you can see, I have 5 out of 7. That's because I'm trying to work on, getting Xandu Blood and Hound's Tooth up to 4-star. So that's going to be a little bit of a grind there, but I would assume, I don't recall from when I unlocked SLKR the first time around, but I would assume that they must have to be 7-star, right? I mean, I don't know, maybe not, because over here it just says 4-star plus. So maybe you don't need to have more than that. I don't know, we'll see. I'm assuming it's probably going to be more, though, like 4-star for tier 1, 5-star for tier 2, 6-star for tier 3, and then 7-star for tier 4. Which, you know, it's just going to take forever, because as soon as I can unlock them at the 4-star status, then it's like, alright, time to re-grind to get everybody to 5-star, and ugh. Which sucks, because this is just a lot of characters I have to work on. Like, on one hand, it looks like I have 2 left for SLKR, but for the ship, it's like I gotta work on these ships, so I have at least 3 ships to work on. Because I have another one that's a requirement is this one, which it's 4-star now, but if I gotta bring it to 7-star, I gotta work on this one. I gotta work on Xandu Blood, and I gotta work on Hound's Tooth. And then the other thing is, as you saw under this ship, I have all of these characters beefed up plenty well enough. So this ship will be solid enough power-wise, but, it's annoying. But when it comes to this ship, I mean, I haven't worked on Cad Bane. Granted, he's 13,000 power because he's got his moves maxed out, and he's almost gear 12 because of this new update, but I haven't leveled him up or anything. He has no mods, so I still gotta put a little work into him. Granted, he's also 7-star, so that helps, but still. And then with the Hound's Tooth, same kind of thing applies, only worse, because my boss in this game is only 4-star, so that means I have a long ways to go with him before he's pretty solid enough for this ship. So I'm just like, man, that's 3 ships, 2 characters I gotta work on. That's 5 characters right there just for one ship, which is one requirement for SLKR. But I'm getting there. 2 more things, and I'll finally be able to start this, which should be pretty awesome. It'll be great to have a GL. GL's obviously our next level. Kylo is super solid, so this should be really good. Anyways, I think that's all I got now. I don't really have much else to say. I mean, I finally hit 4 million GP in this game as well. Which I feel like I've been working on forever. I've been sitting on like 3.7. I'm like, come on, I don't want to see this anymore. But again, that's only because of this new system that they have, how I can just get characters to gear 12 for no reason. Oh, actually, you know, I might as well just bring it up. I think I got him up to Relic 5 this month. He was a requirement. That's one of the requirements for SLKR, and I got that done. Just a side note. Another thing that was kind of cool is Treya. I got Treya up to 49 shards because we had that one player Carabas that was, 11 million GP and able to do the Sith raid just fine. We don't have Carabas anymore though because, well, Carabas finally left. I say finally because, the guy did not belong in this guild. So, yeah, it was goofy that he was here, but he finally left, and it's like, alright, not good riddance. It was kind of cool to have you, but at the same time, you don't belong. Look at this. This guy has almost every GL. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he does have every GL. Like, you don't belong in our goofy starter guild where most players are 1 million GP. So, yeah. He left, and, he's in a new guild. Venturous Scoundrels. Can you click on that, see what they're all about? No. But anyways, yeah, so I won't be able to get more shards of Treya for a while, which kind of sucks. I was hoping to be able to get her to 7-star. But it is what it is, I guess. Anyways, that's all I got for now. So thanks for checking this out with me, and until next time, I said see ya.